Listen, man.
que a gente tem, mas não sabe por quê.
with Riku and me all the time. We played together on that island. His voice always used to be there, and now it's gone. I can't think of his face or his name. I feel awful.
What up? Anybody hanging out? How about them Rockets? This over here. Welcome to my stream. Woo! Got some energy. What's going on? I got 29. Ooh, man, I got people watching. Excelente, muy excelente, interesante. Who do I have watching? Who wants to hang out? I think I got somebody to hang out with. Dun, dun, dun. I got a hangout buddy. What up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Are you there?
Yeah. Can you see me?
How have you been?
Oh, I've been good. I've been better. I got my my Rockets beard growing right now. I haven't shaved.
I'm the Great White Harden. That's what they've been calling me.
The Great White Harden.
I love my beard. I shaved it off a couple months ago. I grew it all back. I'm sweating right now. It's hot. But yeah, I won $50 on the Rockets last night.
Sweet. I'm loading Steemit up so I can find something interesting to read or watch.
Okay, so I know this probably ain't up your alley. I'm more into the gardening and everything, but I watched this 22-minute long interview from 1972. This real old lady could barely walk, And she grew enough crops in this little tiny farm to feed 2 people. Never went to the grocery store. 15 years she didn't go to a grocery store. And she literally like just sprinkled seeds on the ground and kicked some hay over them. She didn't dig, she didn't rototill, she didn't do nothing. And the interview spans the spring, and then they show her harvesting her crops and everything too. And she's like, if the weeds can grow in my garden, why can't I just throw seeds down on the ground and they grow? And she's absolutely right. I do like no work gardening, and everything comes out just as good as people who pour their heart and soul and buy $100,000 equipment. I just stick it in the ground and I'm done.
just wow, just.
I mean, I cover it up with like wood chips and stuff like that, but.
Okay. Oh, okay. Cool. I forgot I got to keep pushing the button to talk to you because we're on Discord.
Yep. So, yeah, I've been so busy I missed the last few hangouts you had.
Oh, yeah. Well, they haven't... I've done maybe a few, yeah. But, you know, I was really trying to get... No, yeah, you missed the last hangout.
Yeah, I've got... somebody's supposed to be coming and looking at my 66 Ford Galaxy today. Told him I won 30 grand for it. So he says he's going to bring a stack of hundreds.
Really? Interesting.
Yep.
Interesting.
A stack of 100. You got some protection on you, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm, yeah. I've got a surveillance system hooked up at my house, and I'm sitting right next to some protective items, and yeah. And we're supposed to have a poker game tonight too, so let's see who shows up. I guess.
I'm looking at some of the Steemit, the Poker League chat room people in here. I'm wondering if I should tell them, come on in. Ooh, I am hungry.
It seems like
I have me like a cereal bar, well, a Nutri bar or whatever.
oh yeah, good fiber. Here's something. They all the grains that you eat, they put this thing in there called food grade diatomaceous earth, which is basically 100,000-year-old shellfish, well, like clams that have broken down into powder, and on the molecular level, it's so sharp it will cut any bugs with a exoskeleton. So no matter what kind of cereals or grains or whatever you're eating, they have this powder in there, and it's really good for you. But what people don't realize is you could sprinkle that. I rub it on my dog's fur and I feed it to my dogs because worms and fleas and ticks it'll kill them. And I was doing some research online. There's these people that eat like a pound of it a day. They're trying to live to be 120, but it basically kills everything bad in your system. It's amazing.
Really?
Yeah, it's called diatomaceous earth.
Huh. I've never heard of this. And you just like, you're basically kind of using it as a repellent.
Yeah. I started with my dogs because it's a natural way, instead of giving them chemicals to keep fleas and ticks and worms away, it's a natural, and it works. It's 100%. There's no getting around it, you know. Rub it right into their fur, everything.
I'm gonna look into this. The more you know. So it's just me and you, I guess, right now. The D Live or whatever says I have 19 people watching. So once again, it's like, whoa. Okay, cool.
Yeah, maybe D Live will give you an upvote.
Yeah, they haven't just yet, but I'm wondering what these 19 people are lurking for. I mean, it's like, come on, 19 people, come talk to me and hang out and give me some interesting stuff to review.
I wonder if a lot of them are like robots, just massively like recording everything or something.
I'm wondering what benefit I can provide or be to them, because I'm like the most I don't know where I'm going with that.
Your boys still playing baseball?
Yes, as a matter of fact, last night they just had a game, and what do you call it? Get this, the coach called it called the game because we're getting beat like 14-0, and they were doing good actually. They're improving like inning by inning, and I was really impressed because they're really like I don't know. They were just every inning they would make bigger plays, and they got like 3 outs the last inning, and then she just said no, let's call the game, which I couldn't argue it because the Rockets game was like just underway, so I was like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. I'm not gonna be mad about it, but still, like, called the game when they were improving.
Yeah, I bet you the Rockets game had something to do with it.
Yeah, probably.
Rockets came out strong and hard, and then they let them Golden State catch up. It's kind of a nail biter towards the end there.
Yeah, the thing that concerns me right now is Chris Paul. I'm like, oh, please at least be able to be there for Game 7. Please, if possible, make it happen. Please, baby Jesus.
Yeah, if that happens, it should be, I mean, instead of a pick'em, it should be like Houston minus 6.5, 7, like it should be, They should be a 6-7 point favorite, I think. But Game 7's back in San Francisco, right?
No, actually, they go back to Golden State and they play one game, and then we got that home court still. So like, if we lose it in Golden State over there in San Francisco or whatever, come back over here, play that 7th game here.
Oh, okay, cool, perfect. I'm getting so confused between because I'm watching the Celtics, I'm watching the hockey. Very exciting time of the year,
Yes. Speaking of, I just heard some news that the guy who bought the Rockets, Tillman Fertitta, is looking for a hockey team to bring here. And I was like, well, nobody's really into it. I don't see it that much. But on top of that, what surprised me more was the fact that that's when I found out Arizona has a hockey team. And I'm like, what the hell is a hockey team doing in the desert?
It's Las Vegas. This is their first year.
That too. Come on to Vegas and Arizona to watch some hockey.
Yeah, give me 1 second here.
Looking for interesting things to read. If you guys are tuning in and watching, I got some viewers supposedly, so feel free to comment, join in on the fun. It's just me and almost 811. Let me go ahead and update this. I'm gonna update this post for you guys.
All right, I'm back. My daughter's birthday's tomorrow, and just talking over some details and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So you get into any gardening, flowers, vegetables? You plant anything?
Not well. I should look into it, but no, I haven't. I have a buddy of mine that's actually really into that, and I see him post a lot on Facebook about these gardens, vegetable gardens and stuff that he has, and it seems actually interesting. But there's not much you can do here, I guess, where I'm at.
It's blistering hot, but there's a lot of things that just love that. And if you get the good ground covering and everything, I'm literally following a bunch of people who are pushing to try to make $100,000 off their backyard every year. And like right now, I lost count, but yesterday I had like 75 tomato plants in the ground, like 6 or 7 different varieties of tomatoes, tons of pepper plants, hot peppers, green peppers, red peppers, yellow peppers. Today, cucumbers, zucchini, pickles, red onions, snap peas, pole beans, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, just planting the shit out of everything, man.
No kidding. You do this all the time, or is this just you're just going crazy with it and saying I'm gonna want all this?
Well, I used to just grow for myself, and I'd grow so much I would be canning at the end of the year and throwing them in my cupboards, and everybody says, you know, you should do something that you love to do, and I found myself basically unemployed this year.
Ouch.
And I've got plots. I wanted to do it last year. I wound up with a really high-paying supervising job from like 6 a.m. to 2, and I just kind of didn't do my garden last year because I was supervising a couple construction jobs. But the guy moved out of the country, and now I'm just kind of stuck, you know, with nothing to do. And I mean, I love this shit, so why not try to do something you love to do for a living, right? I mean, I tried fishing and poker, and neither of them paid the bills, so...
Yeah. Hold on.
And
Hold on
tomatoes.
Hey, I need you to close that door. What's up? No, you didn't. Close the door, come on. Sorry about that, I got an unexpected guest.
Cool.
Sorry to you guys too. Yeah, it just caught me off guard. Now, what were we saying now?
The price of tomatoes in the supermarket, you know, these are shit tomatoes from wherever. You know, there's no flavor. They're just grown to look pretty, and they're still getting like $1 a piece for these tomatoes. And from my research, I can easily charge what the store is charging. So now all that put aside, though, at the end of the year, I should be eligible for some government grants in the 6-figure range on top of all this. So kind of excited about all that.
Yeah, that is. That sounds actually really good. Hope it works out. I'm dang.
The best thing about it is I don't collect any, there's no tax on food. So I'm not collecting any tax, and I'm not expected to pay any tax. So the tax man could care less what the fuck I'm doing and be out there slinging tomatoes all day long.
Let's see. So I got... I'm trying to see who's watching. I don't think... Well... Let's see... Yeah, there's people lurking. Man, I thought I was an interesting person, but that's just a narcissistic part of myself. Oh, I do have 3 people watching. 3 people watching at least on YouTube. What up, 3 people? But I don't know. I guess that's what's kind of weird about this whole social media stuff. It's like, well, with Steam at least, is that there's just a bunch of lurkers. There's people just looking for information.
Now that Steam's down to like $2, it's like I have a aura of betrayal. You know, I mean, I got in when it was high and all gung ho and invested a lot of time and effort, and just to watch everything just keep going down and down and down. I was, you know, I still have over 200 Steam power, and you know, I was really pushing to get that. I remember really trying to get my upvote up to 2 cents and 3 cents and working really hard for it. And I had gotten it up to, I don't know, like 6 cents, and then just to watch it go all the way back down to like 2.5 cents is just, you know, I can't get, I need to get over this hump so I can start getting good curation rewards, and then all right, but until I can, because until you're doing 3 cent upvotes, you're not really getting any curation for it, so.
Right. Well, I mean, you know, there's a bunch of projects out there that can potentially help you, like this, you know, the Wangchange one, which is what I'm really trying to push and get the delegation for that, so it can help, you know, exactly like you know, just you're doing everything, you're active on the Poker League, you're active on Steemit, and you're holding my token, so it's like, hey, you are. I did this for you, so like this can help you, but you know, right now, yeah, just like you said, it's down. So
speaking of the Poker League and Wangchange, didn't somebody win back-to-back weeks?
Did they?
What's that? Yeah, I shit the bed last Wednesday, but the 2 prior Wednesdays I won the thing both back-to-back weeks.
Oh, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I have not paid out for this this past Wednesday's tournament.
Well, I don't have nothing coming, so. But I mean, I was playing that thing religiously for months, and I couldn't win it. You know, a couple 2nd place and 3rd place, and then for me to win it and then come back the next week and win it again, I was like, wow.
Oh, you did? Yeah, you sure did. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is what's up.
Yeah, last Wednesday it was just it's kind of late for me. I had a few beers. I've been waking up at like 6 in the morning. Your tournament starts at 10 at night. It's usually I'm laying in bed by then, and I kind of shit the bed. I don't know, whatever.
You got to keep that mindset. As awkward as it sounds, keep that mindset and win the token.
You know it. And then you got the uplift tokens now too?
Oh, elevate?
Yeah, elevate. That's it.
Yes, those have no value right now. Of course, you know, I'm going to bring that value, but it's just a matter of if you hold a whole token, you're going to get the share drops and stuff. So I think once everything starts working as it's supposed to, and I get the tools built and everything, I will be all that stuff. The value will raise, and you know, everything's gonna raise together, I guess.
I'm sure if you got a plan and a goal and you work towards it, it's gonna happen. I mean, you're like me. You get motivated, and you know, get that focal point, and you know, the sky's the limit.
Very true, very true. And it's like I get hyper focused, and it's like I will not quit, and I just zone out on that. It really isn't healthy in some ways, but it, you know, hey, it's success in other ways, so I'll take it.
Yeah. Speaking of which, have you had any auditions recently?
Not this past week or so, but yeah, they come in sparingly. And I've done a couple of, you know, other gigs too that are, you know, acting and stuff, so. But nothing big or major.
I had something big and major. You know, I'm just kind of freelance dude, do my own thing. And somebody had me bring some cutting torches to another guy. And he told this guy, you know, I have a history degree and, you know, I'm good with my hands. I'm a mechanic. I do all my own shit. And this guy he's a blacksmith. He runs a forge. And he's willing to teach me the trade. And he actually teaches courses and charges people. But he'll have me, you know, trading him some mechanical work. And in the meantime, he'll be teaching me, you know, the fine arts of, it's not just heating up metal and smashing it with a hammer. There's tricks and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm excited about bartering some time with that guy.
Cool.
All this stuff, when you know, I have a bracket or something that breaks on a lawnmower or a weed whacker or a car, and I look up how much they want for it, and you know, it's like 50, 60 bucks, and they got to order it from China, and then the thing's going to break in a year. If I could sit here and make something with my hands and it'll be superior, you know, I mean, that's huge satisfaction. Not to mention it's going to cost me a nickel instead of 50, 60 bucks for a specialty part, like a bracket or something like that, you know?
Yeah, you learn something out of it too.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that.
That's cool, man.
Oh, and we're building the smoker. I got an old oil drum, like a heating oil. We got these big oil drums here in New York for heating oil, and they're phasing out the heating oil, and people are getting rid of these drums. And the thing's got to be, yeah, it's probably 400 gallons or something. It's huge, but we're going to make a smoker out of it. And I want to go with a pellet smoker, because you basically set it and forget it, and your meat's going to come out perfect every time. But my buddy wants to go old-fashioned. He wants to weld a nice firebox onto it and have dampeners and all this other shit. And that's the only thing holding us up is just we're arguing. I want to go new school, and he wants to go old school. So we'll see.
Barbecue, no matter what, is delicious.
Oh, man. And when you can fit, I mean, I could literally fit a whole cow in this smoker. Literally. 2 pigs. Yeah. This thing will hold a cow. Like a whole fucking cow.
Well, that's going to be interesting, and that's going to produce some good food. Barbecue. I think I am really hungry. More hungry than I think I am. Did I just say something? I just made a play on words.
Yep.
So hungry I'm becoming delusional and just having fun with words.
So now's the perfect time to crush 2 beers. When you're starving and you crush 2 beers, you catch a really good buzz and you don't really care about eating anymore.
I wonder if I'm thinking if I have beer. I might not have some, but that actually sounds like a pretty cool idea. No, I don't have beer. Dang it. I just remembered. I finished all my beer last night on the game.
Yeah, they can really, you can really suck them down towards the end of a nail biter.
That and tequila. I had a couple of shots after a game.
Oh yeah, it's my favorite drink. Tequila sunrise, little OJ. You go for the clear stuff, right?
Actually, I'm more of a whiskey dude, but I mean, it's tequila, and it was like right there, and I was like, we just won, and so I was like, screw it, I just went for it. But I mean, yeah, I'm more of whiskey.
Yeah, but was the tequila clear or whiskey colored?
Oh no, it wasn't the clear one. It was the whiskey, the dark.
Yeah. I forget what they call it.
What do you mean?
The two different colors. I drink them both. It doesn't matter to me, you know.
Oh yeah, no. As long as it gets the job done.
You ever make your own hard liquor or beer or anything?
Nah, actually, nah, I haven't. I know somebody who was making beer for a while, but but nah, I never tried.
I've made hard cider a few times. Came out great.
Yeah.
Both batches, everybody drank every last drop. None of it went to waste. And it went quick too. I made one batch 18.5% alcohol and another batch about 5%.
Oh, I just got a message, and they're saying that it was clear. I was not paying attention to the alcohol. I just took it. Just drink. So I finally got a response. Somebody commented, and that was the comment. And it's my my baby mama. She's watching from afar.
Awesome. That's cool.
Heyo. So, have you seen any interesting posts that I might want to check out? Because I'm looking and nothing's really catching my attention.
Let me see.
Oh, have you seen my video? Have you seen my video?
Probably a couple weeks old.
Nope, today. Oh, I keep forgetting to push the button again. I said nope, today.
Oh no, yeah, I haven't seen it.
All right. Well, I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling it up right now. I don't know how long the delay is though. Wrong one. There we go. Boom. You watching?
Almost. Hang on one second. All right.
Wow, I just refreshed my my D Live or whatever. And I've been refreshing it for a while, and it's been around like 18, 19 views, people watching. Right now, it's down to 8. I'm like wondering what I did. And that's interesting. But anyways, now you're watching. Let's go ahead and play this. I'm Richard Head, and I just bought Verge. Put it all on Verge. You're welcome. It's a sure bet.
LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James.
You're on the toilet.
And there you go. The saga of Richard Head continues.
Yeah, that's great. It's funny, the LeBron James kid. Jabron Lames, man. Jabron Lames.
That was actually, yeah, it's so random, and I think it's like it's completely different from the other videos I did as Richard Head, but it's cool. I like it.
Yeah, it probably took you some time, man.
Actually, no, dude. This is like one of the quickest ones. I did it all yesterday, right before I had to leave for my son's game, and then what do you call it? Yeah, do it out there this morning. Trending. Okay, let's look for some trending posts.
What's the temperature there right now?
Well, let me check on that. I thought I had it on my phone, but let me hit the weather.com.
I didn't want to make you go through all that.
Oh, it's no biggie. What else are we gonna do? We're hanging out and nobody wants to talk to us. I feel like going on a rant, but there's nobody to rant on. I can't be a diva right now.
You were a little choppy for a second there. It might have been on my end.
I said I feel like I should go on a rant, but there's nobody to rant on. I can't be a diva right now.
I could rant on all these people who've got nothing better to do than complain about this or that, or, you know, yeah, 25 years ago, the guy asked if I'd give him a blowjob. I mean, come on, give me a fucking break. You live on with your life, put it in the past. Let's get going and move forward, not dwell in the past. All these pansy ass, you get me going on a rant.
That came out of nowhere. That's awesome. All right, it's 85 degrees here. Dang, that took me long enough.
Yeah, we're pushing 80 here, so we finally caught up. You guys hit 90 yet this year?
If we haven't, it definitely felt like it. The past week was pretty freaking hot. Oh snap! There's a subtropical storm.
Oh yeah, the first one of the year.
Son of a.
Are you that close to the coast? You got to bunker down the hatches or what?
Oh yeah, Houston's right there. Well, you know, like right, you know, we're just I say about an hour away from Louisiana, so and yeah, it's about like an hour, or I mean 45 minutes away from Galveston, which is, you know, the bay, so I think we're 2 hours away from Louisiana. I'm not too sure on that one.
So you guys get hit with all that Gulf shit.
Yeah, man, every summer it's like a roll of the dice. It's just like, where's it going to hit? Who's going to get hit? Last year, of course, we got hit. And,
yeah, who's that dude in the Houston Super Metrodome or whatever it's called, who didn't open the doors for everybody? The religious
Joel Osteen?
Yeah, that guy. He's responsible for my friend breaking up with his girlfriend.
Oh, snap. All right.
Got in an argument over him, and that was it.
I just realized I had an answer to the to the temperature all along. Some they responded with 88 degrees, and I didn't see it. But it says 85 degrees.
So we'll call it 86 and a half.
That sounds good. We'll do that.
Yeah, man. Literally, it seems like it was snowing here 3 weeks ago or something.
Yeah, that's the one thing we don't have to worry too much about. Snow.
Yeah, I think I'd rather take snow than tornadoes.
Well, what's cool about the tornadoes is, you know, like if you're around a heavily like, unless you're in the plains, you know, you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Right. Yeah, because the buildings cut it right down.
Yeah, takes that away, puts you in a better position. But I mean, I ain't gonna lie though, those tornadoes, they still pop up from time to time, and then we'll get like, you know, alerts saying like tornado warning, or you know, somebody's seen a tornado somewhere or something. Like, it's crazy. You go crazy for that.
We've had a couple here over the years, like right on the outside of Buffalo.
Really, in New York?
Yep. We had a bad one a couple of years ago, ripped through the state park. They got some velocity.
Wow. Has anybody ever caught a tornado on camera in New York?
Oh, yeah. I got water spouts, basically tornadoes forming over the Lake Ontario on my cell phone.
Oh, sweet. See, that's interesting to me because I just never thought in my life that tornadoes would be popping up in New York and like water spouts and stuff. That's crazy.
Yeah, I got the one from 10 days ago.
Oh, you just caught this?
No. Oh, here we go. Check this out. That's right, my town.
Holy snaps. Hold on. All right, let me load this into the player.
Right now he's on, it looks like he's on the 90, heading towards, he's right around Allegheny. He might be on 86. Oh yeah, that's Hamburg right there.
I'm guessing this comes out of nowhere. Oh, there it goes.
It's trying.
And he's like driving right into it. It's like the path is like saying like, come over here.
He's gonna be doing 100 miles an hour, man. I would be flooring. Why is he stopping? Oh shit!
You see how the color just changes? Like the color, everything's just slowly turning green.
It's gotta be his dash cam. Why ain't he turning around? I wouldn't hide under a bridge. That's stupid. I would have been flooring it. Right now, I would have been flooring it.
Oh, snap. It's like it's just, man, You know it's there. It's like the elephant in the room. You just... What are you going to do?
That thing... It whipped through a huge chunk. I think it was the fairgrounds right there.
Ah! It's like, what's up? I'm gonna eat you. And then, like, there's all these other cars going the opposite. Holy crap. Holy crap. Oh, snap. And it's still going.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, truck. Wow, that was crazy. So that's right where you, that's close by to where you live?
Yeah, it's like 20 minutes away. Oh yeah, watch the aftermath.
Oh, that one too? Okay.
Oh, that was, yeah, it was a different one anyways.
This one? The one I just had on?
Look at this crap.
Yeah, don't worry about it. No, it's...
Now you got me in like tornado watching mode.
They got this vehicle that purposely tries to drive into them. It's got these claws that sink down in. A couple of guys died in one, and they think they're still doing it. Look up storm chasers, and the fucking ski-ass fucking... It's this car built, armor comes down, and they dig spikes into the ground to hold them, and they take all this data. Oh, cool shit, man. Check this shit out.
I'm gonna go ahead, he's sharing the link with me, so I'm gonna go ahead and wait for him to share because I seen some title that says killed. I really don't want to see somebody killed right now. Hopefully that's not one of the ones he's sharing.
There's all these... Yeah, I'm searching through. You see the, see, they died in it. The season, everything came to an end when they died.
So these guys were on a TV show and they died making their TV show.
Yeah, man, be careful what gigs you sign up for. But just click on any one of these. The fucking vehicle is sick. When they go into, here, let's see if we can find one reading, go to the readings from inside a tornado 3 years ago. There's a time delay on our, You got it's a few minutes. I don't know. Find something cool, man.
Cool. Yeah. Reading. You said readings from.
Or the backseat driver. Any of that.
Oh, I see what you're seeing. Okay, I see where you're at now. I see what you're watching. Okay. Now I'm getting confused now because I got two screens open. One with what you're watching and the one I'm trying to look at, and it's confusing me. Give me a second. Let me focus.
Go to that second one. Go. Yeah, you see, I keep thinking me and you are synced up here, but we're not.
The biggest fail ever.
Just pick there's.
Yeah, that's not me right now. I'm paused right now. I think the one I was pointing at, you said, yeah, watch that one. I'm gonna find that one.
All right, I believe it's the second down from the top.
Second down from the top. Okay. Okay. Storm Chasers episode, season 2, episode 1.
As the skies rip open.
Okay, I got it playing, so give it a minute and you'll catch up.
Ooh, baby. And more than just tornadoes come crashing down.
We lost a tire.
Yeah, this shit's pretty sweet, man.
If Sean doesn't get that TIV fixed, we're gonna start missing missions.
But weather won't wait.
Let's get up right next to this thing. Head's shaking so bad. Bottom line, we gotta get there. So this mission is death. Oh! I just got shot. Janae, get in the car.
It's been one of the deadliest tornado seasons in years, and IMAX filmmaker Sean Casey is desperate to get his tornado intercept vehicle, TIV-2, back on the road.
All last year,
Damn, looks like a beast.
Was on building TIV-2, a vehicle that could go down any road in any condition. And yet, I'm very leery of TIV-2. I always feel something is going to go south quickly while we're going down the road at 8 miles an hour.
This broken rear axle is keeping Sean from completing one of the most dangerous and gratifying shots a filmmaker can capture.
The only thing that matters out here is to get that one shot of a tornado. That beautiful tornado, that violent tornado coming right at us and impacting us.
Sean's storm-chasing partner, Dr. Josh Werman, is suffering the same problems.
Unfortunately now, some of the most stupid things are not working, which is that I don't have keyboard control of my basic radar.
His new and improved mobile radar system, Dow 6, also needs last-minute fixes.
The elevation motor was making a high-pitched, whining sound.
I'm annoyed. Keep going through these problems.
Josh's problems don't end there. Even with the powerful Dow 6, the science team risks being shown up by Josh's former meteorology student.
See these motherfuckers,
Reed Timmer is chasing and catching this
go big or
year's
go home,
tornadoes.
right?
This thing's going nuts.
With only
Extremely
a laptop and a video camera.
We're ironing out this last issue.
So I gotta build this farm stand.
Because the weather is not going to
Like, I wanna go big or go home.
Ready? Let's do it. Let's go.
Today's weather is perfect for tornadoes.
It's like you're watching
and Josh can't
the
wait
real
any
life
longer.
version of
He decides
Twister.
to send out his scout
Just
team
missing
to
Bill
what he
Paxton.
believes will be a hot area.
Josh moved me to this vehicle. I got a promotion, I guess, to the scout vehicle to lead it without having the Dow direct me where to go at all time.
We're gonna go 40 west to El Reno, and then we're gonna drop south from there.
A severe storm system with powerful rotating winds, called a supercell, is descending on the small town of Abilene, Texas.
Abilene, Texas is a place we're looking at trying to go to. And we're gonna get out about an hour and a half to 2 hours before the Dow.
This gives us a better chance as a group of seeing storms.
And a better chance of deploying data collection devices, called pods, in the path of tornadoes.
Yeah, we're back up to
The most
17
valuable data
viewers.
comes from the very point the vicious tornado
It's,
touches down.
I can't
a
talk on
compulsion,
D
an
Live. It
obsession
wants me to
to get
sign
this
in
data.
some.
We can make better
not
warnings,
signing
we
into
can
shit
engineer
right
better
now.
buildings. There are things we can do with that scientific knowledge. So
yeah, it connects through Steam Connect.
These pods into
Oh, all right, yeah, that's new.
Danny and Aaron are going to be able to get that great data when we mess up.
I wish I had a more modern vehicle like the other groups do, but I'm excited about having the opportunity to be more independent.
We're already starting to look at some convection that,
You know what I'm wondering?
Severe thunderstorms. Moderate risk.
17 people watching. Okay, it gives you an option to sign in as a guest through YouTube or other
are both ready to chase.
Video platforms. I'm wondering if that's what that
But
is.
there's debate as to whether they've missed their opportunity in Abilene.
The best shot of tornadoes is I-40 down to Abilene.
Oh yeah, moderate, baby. Let's
Yeah,
do
you
it.
very well could be.
10% tornado.
Right.
Love it.
One bad thing is if we drive too far south, it's going to be pretty miserable tonight because we're going to have to drive back north for tomorrow.
Josh makes a decision. He directs his team to target Amarillo, Texas. The storm potential is less, but they'll be in a better position for tomorrow's chase.
Why not try and get the most out of today?
Tomorrow is possibly a good day. So I don't
If anything,
go full
I'm
and take us out of.
I'm giving my baby mama something to do while she's at work.
Josh and I were just, you know,
watch
when we're chasing
TV.
tornadoes, I want to go. I want to move. I want to stay close to it. You know, he likes to hedge his bet.
Dow is rolling. The route is west on 40. On the one hand, we have to be focused on the now. What are we going to do in the next few minutes? On the other hand, we have to make sure what we're doing in the next few minutes and the next hour doesn't completely take us out of play for what we're going to do tomorrow and the next day.
Are you guys ready to roll?
Moments away. Josh is cautious. He's too slow. So I'm impatient because I've been waiting 5 years for a certain result. And I want that result very badly. And I don't think Josh's life depends on it, but I feel like, in a way, mine does.
Hi, where are you?
We're east of Wichita Falls.
Right. Well, we are heading west towards Amarillo. Do you know where Reed is?
Do we know where Reed is at, Aaron? We don't know where Reed is.
No, I haven't talked to him in a while.
It's probably left already.
Such a basic sign. Video.
Janae, can you just throw me my glasses?
Reed and his girlfriend, meteorologist Janae Young, will chase together today, along with
Video
Reed's
what?
regular crew in the tornado video.
The truck is coming up. You'll see it. It's just like a basic sticker sign or whatever on this truck.
She was more excited about that rainbow last year, the little tornado that we saw. It's okay,
TornadoVideos.net.
Rainbows are pretty.
You guys are so funny.
You know, the only thing better than a rainbow is a rainbow with a tornado in front of it. You think we should go through Abilene or head west on 40? I think maybe head down to I-20 and head west.
Yeah. I think we should probably go southwest.
Yeah. But I mean, we just need
Simple
to be right
cells,
now in Lubbock by the
you
time
know?
the storms go up.
Well, we should probably go because that's 6 hours away.
That's a little too simple, though.
Until storms fire, we got about a 6-hour drive, so that means 2 hours of Frisbee. Yeah.
I see what you guys are saying. I have no more
Targeted
base.
the same area as Danny and Aaron, near Abilene.
Once the tornado's about to come down, Chris and I will deploy the probe really quick.
And on this chase, Reed plans to deploy his own video probe inside the beast.
A very important part of scientific
He plans
research is
to probe the
observation.
beast.
That's the whole goal of this probe, is to capture high-resolution video of the fine-scale structure inside a tornado. I mean, we're just trying to run a business and also help to contribute to science. We need to deploy the probe. That's the top priority, is to get this probe deployed. We don't want to take any risk. And we got to make sure we execute, because we're going to be like 100 yards from the tornado.
All right, game on.
Are you going to be focused on the tornado or the rainbow?
Shut up.
The rear axle repaired, Sean is finally on his way with the help of Josh's science team.
I need Josh because he provides the guidance and the safety net.
Okay, we're up and scanning.
Josh needs us because we put instruments on top of our vehicle. The TIV is a movable pod.
If the TIV drives straight into a tornado, it could mean groundbreaking scientific information for Josh.
So if Sean breaks down or his instruments don't work, then there's a big hole in the science that I'm trying to accomplish this spring.
Without the TIV, Josh won't get what he's waited years for, and neither will Sean.
Mentally, I'm going over the IMAX camera in my mind again. You know, what's got to be done to get that shot? I don't want to feel like this vehicle is being piloted perfectly. I mean, things are at risk. And it's not just getting shot. It's about surviving the next 2 months. especially when I have a family that I am going to get back to no matter what. That's weird.
So my baby mama said she missed the conversation on growing veggies.
It'll smooth out. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, I mean, you guys can grow massive veggies. I grow lettuce all winter long inside. Herbs and it's really hard for me to grow like tomatoes and peppers in the winter. So I just kind of keep it to lettuces and onions and things like that. If I got better light, I'm sure I could grow whatever I wanted. But outside, if you get good ground cover like wood chips and straw or hay, and you don't even have to till or dig the ground, you just put the shit in it and the roots will grow. The straw and the wood chips will hold the moisture into the ground. And then, you know, I do everything organic, so I throw it, I get horse manure and compost is basically how I feed everything. I do that a couple times a year. I just put like a scoop right at the base of the stalk of the plant. Go through right before it rains, usually. I'll be making some posts on it. I do have some posts from last year on my Steemit, but yeah, those posts sell. The permaculture and the sustainability, and people. You see, the thing is when you buy this shit from the store, it doesn't have the nutrition that it has when you grow it out of my garden. They only give it what it needs to look good.
Yeah, there's a really strong community on Steemit for that. So yeah, I would see it should do good, and maybe that's something you should focus on. Like,
yeah, well, that's the other thing too. You know, I'm playing DraftKings and gambling on sports all the time, and I'm drinking beer and working on cars, and you know, these permaculture sustainability people, you know, they don't like taking showers all the time, you know. There's freaks out there that would I don't know, I'm just gonna post what I post. I'm gonna be my own person, and that's it. Could care less.
Yeah, I got it. I feel you.
A lot of judgmental people out there. I already had one psycho getting a hold of me about a controlled depopulation of the globe.
What?
Yeah. The crazy people, you know, it's like, all right, well, who do you want to exterminate first? Like, what the fuck, you know?
They asked that?
They were trolling me about, because I was into permaculture and sustainability, they were trolling me about a controlled depopulation. I'm like, dude, I'm not getting into these discussions on my threads. I think the guy's crazy.
I mean, it's yeah, it is crazy to hear somebody talk like that. And yeah, the idea is crazy, but I mean, we are reaching 8 billion people, though. It's like, oh crap, hurry up, find a way to space so we can get a lot of people out of here.
Take a ride through the country sometime. There's nothing in like Missouri, Iowa, Dakota, South Dakota. There's nothing. There's massive amounts of area for people to live. Everybody conglomerates to the cities, and everybody's crowded, and that's what they know.
Yeah.
I just spent 5 years before I moved back to. I used to live out in Wilson, near Lake Ontario, about 20 miles north of me. And when I was fishing, there wasn't a house in sight. I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere, farm country. Miles and miles, 10 miles to the closest gas station. Just middle of fucking nowhere. So everybody's got to just start doing a little bit more, I think, you know?
Yes, very true.
As far as a community and for themselves, like gardening and, you know, having, I mean, I got all sorts of people come to me in the neighborhood for small vehicle repairs, small engine repairs. You know, I'm Nate. They just, hey, do you know how to replace the fuel lines on this rototiller? It's like, yeah. Well, go ahead, you can have it then. It's like, okay. I bought a new one. It's like, all right, cool. So, it's kind of what I'm doing.
That's what's up. Speaking of changing lines, I have a brake line that needs to be changed, or I need to get it checked because I am running out of brake fluid quite frequently.
Where you got to find out where it's leaking from. Do you know how to do that stuff or no?
Nope. There's like a buildup, like right at the part where it connects the line, the hose or whatever, the brake hose or whatever. There's some gunk there, but you know, I found that rather odd, and this was a while back. But of course, I don't believe that's where it's leaking. I'd imagine it's somewhere that I'd least expect.
It could, that union to the hose on the caliper could fail, or it could be the actual caliper itself is leaking and it's running down the hose and conglomerating at that area. What kind of vehicle are you driving?
A 99 Ford F-150.
Yeah, atta girl. Pickup trucks down in Houston, right?
Yes, sir.
I've got I'm a Chevy guy. Had Chevys my whole life.
I just unfollowed you. No, I'm playing.
What's that?
So I just unfollowed you. I'm playing.
Unfollowed me?
And blocked you and then reported you to CIA for being a Chevy owner now.
You love your Fords, don't you? Ford trucks are a different animal. You see, here's my thing with Fords. I had a 98 Grand Marquis, a 92 Crown Vic, and a 94 Grand Marquis. All three of them vehicles had valve seals issues and transmission issues. All three of them. I had an 88 Crown Vic with the 305. That never gave me any problems. But the three consecutive Grand Marquis and Crown Vics, you know, luxury vehicles, they were piles of shit, man. And that pissed me off right then and there. And I've been a Chevy guy ever since.
Oh yeah, you have I think you have pretty good reason to not like them. I actually have nothing in particular. I was just having fun with you.
No, yeah. Well, I got the 66 Ford in my garage right here. Somebody's supposed to be here to look at it, but whatever. No, I like my Chevy pickup trucks. Okay, so I'm familiar with your truck. Basically, what you have to do is you have to go out there. You don't have to put the keys in the ignition or nothing. Stomp on the brake as hard as you can and find out where that fucker's leaking from. Basically, if you were to stomp on the brakes right now, you'd probably blow it out. Now, if it's a back brake and it's a brake line, you could put a pair of vice grips on it and close that off, and you won't leak anymore. You won't have brakes to that tire, but you can safely get it to where you got to go. It sounds like a really easy fix, man. Like $5 if you do it yourself, maybe $30 if you have to buy a hose, or $15 if you have to buy a brake line, and you have to rebleed your brakes. But shop would probably milk you for $1.25. I don't know.
Jeez.
Where do you usually get your shit done?
My neighbor.
Yeah, it's how it should be. So, yeah, ask him where it's leaking from. Tell him you got $25 and you're gonna go buy the parts. I'm sure he'll do it for $25.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I've just been procrastinating really bad.
With the fire department, I've seen a lot of people just hit their brakes and it went right to the floor, and you smash into the car ahead of them, and it's yeah, you know, a lot of things you can let go, but the brakes, I don't know.
Yeah, I've been, well, it hasn't happened as I expected, because it's been consistently happening. But yeah, I've been having to put, replenish the brake fluid.
You said it was 99?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just yeah, I got an 02 right now, GMC. I love this thing, man. I really do. It's ZR2. It's the last military grade vehicle they sold to civilians.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah, I welded a brush guard to the front of it. It's not aesthetic, it's functional. That thing's right up against the bumper, curves perfect, it's welded right to the frame. And I'll tell you what, man, I've pushed, pulled. If somebody needs to get pulled out, I just put a hook right on the fucking grill, and off I go. 4-wheel drive. It's got like Kevlar undercoating. I got 2 of them. I got a parts one and parked in the backyard on jack stands and shit. Yeah, I'm living in a wealthy suburb of Buffalo. I'm straight mechanic hillbilly with boats and trucks in my backyard. I got German Shepherd, Pit Bull mixes, and Beagles, and teenage kids, classic cars.
Sounds like a pretty good setup for a scene. I'm getting an idea in my head right now.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, like, listen. Plus, I was with the fire department and everything. I'm surrounded by doctors, lawyers, and Jews, and they'll cut me off trying to save somebody's life for a fucking cup of coffee to get in line at Starbucks. So the law is from the front corner of my house to the street is pristine. I have the best looking yard in the whole neighborhood, but I have a detached garage, so I have a big wide driveway, and it's completely filled with junk. And everybody can see it when they drive by, but there ain't a goddamn thing anybody can do about it because it's past the front of my house. So, I mean, I got bicycles, my riding lawnmowers, I've got like 100 tomato plants and containers, and scrap metal and lawnmowers and weed whackers and shit that I find. These people, they're so wealthy, they throw all sorts of shit out, and it's like, 2-year-old lawnmowers just because it won't start or whatever, they don't want to deal with it. And it's massive money. Last weekend, my buddy had a garage sale. We made over $2,000 together in 4 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it literally all came out of the fucking garbage.
Well, see, that sounds great, but I mean, like, you gotta ratio that out. Like, you gotta balance it out. let's get some of this. Let's get some of it out of here.
That's it, though. The thing is by now, everybody's started up their lawnmowers and weed whackers and either bought new ones and thrown the old ones out. I'm into the machines. You know what I'm saying? Because I can fix them up and get them working again and sell them for a premium.
Yeah.
And he's into everything else, whatever. So, carburetors I can get for $15-20 on eBay, and now nobody's going to be throwing this shit out or anything, and nobody's looking to buy anything anymore because everybody has to have had to mow their lawn by now. We're at that point where, you know, lawnmowers are pretty much good to go. So now it's air conditioners. Now, depending on the scrap prices, some of them air conditioners are 30, 40 bucks at the scrapyard. So I'm driving around in a pickup truck. If I see it, I'm not going to pick up a refrigerator because, you know, that's like 20 bucks. Takes up my whole truck. I get to the junkyard and I spend 10 bucks in gas to get there, you know? So fuck like scrap metal. But if I see like copper and shit like that, I just turned in 500 pounds of wire for 400 bucks.
Wow.
Just, and I don't go looking for this shit. It's just I got a pickup truck and I don't like driving around empty. That's my problem.
You gotta have something in the back.
Right now I got wood chips. Whole truck's filled with wood chips for my garden here at my house. I grabbed some from the farm. And I'm really surprised how much shit I got planted here. I've got twice as much planted here at my house than I've ever had before. I'm on like a half acre. And I've got dogs. I got a fenced-in backyard. But I got a detached garage, which is like... My garden here is like 30 by 40, maybe 30 by 50, but I got a pond in it. And I've got... I'm only farming maybe 30% of that. So, but in that 30%, I have 100 tomato plants, like 20 pepper plants, like 300 onions,
Jeez.
snap pea, all that shit that I mentioned. And now I'm working at the farm, planting tons of shit there. I'm definitely gonna bring it in. I'd say a minimum of 50 grand. And I'm gonna be done working in a week. I'm just gonna be watching my shit grow, really. I'm gonna hire some people to go in and weed and whatever, but the way I do it, it doesn't need water and it doesn't really need weeding, so.
That sounds cool. That's a lot of onions, though.
Yeah, I mean, onions, good red onions and Vidalia onions are going for like $1.49 a pound right now. So, I mean, they're gonna start duplicating and expanding. That's what the thing with onions is. So this year I might have 300-400 onions, but next year I'll have 800, and then 1,600 the next year. And at $1.50 a piece, I mean, tomatoes are basically $1 a piece. Heads of lettuce they're going anywhere from $3 to $5 a piece. They're so easy to grow and so cheap. The seeds, it's insane.
Lettuce, you make like $1. I mean, that's how much it sells for, $1. And you said it's easy to grow.
No, yeah, the lettuce they can sell for $3 to $5 for like if you get a good butter crunch or like a good lettuce head. They can sell for $3 to $5. And so when you cut this thing off, you get 5 heads of lettuce from the same stock. So you get to sell, each lettuce seed will grow 5 heads of lettuce.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, you get 100 seeds for a penny and you're selling heads for $3 a piece. Fuck.
Yeah, that's okay. I see where you're going now. Damn, I'm gonna cut the tornado stuff off.
Yeah. It's cool shit though. That thing's a monster. I want a truck like that.
Yeah. It's a beast. Oh, okay, I found something. It says I pooped on Steemit. And it's made $60.
Alright, I'm game for that.
It's just a meme. And it's the baby. Because I pooped. You going to change my diaper? $60 for that.
Incredible.
Oh, I had already uploaded it.
He's on your auto. To get that curation.
Or no, I didn't. Okay, cool. All right. When I clicked it, it was like, you know, I clicked it and I realized it was already green. I was like, oh, wait a second. No, I didn't. Dang, that would have been some good curation though if I... And I follow it up with an immature comment.
Awesome.
Poop face. So we got 16 people watching, and still, my baby mama, who,
15.
Yeah, she's the only one that's conversating with us. This one not so interesting to hang out. Well, actually, we're more interactive. We're more. I think we have more action going on today than any other time we've hung out. But you know what?
I can keep it real. I mean, start going ballistic on these corporate entities or on. Oh, so. What's up with the kickoff bullshit in the NFL? No more kickoffs? What are these guys growing? The onside kick is basically gone now. So they destroyed the entire game of football. I think there's no contact within 15 yards of a kick now. I think the game's destroyed.
They took kickoffs away from the game?
Yeah. I don't know all the gist of it yet, but you basically start with the ball on the 25.
Okay, so is there punts?
I guess so. There has to be. But now, get this. In baseball, if it ends up a tie in the 9th inning, they're trying to start the game off with somebody on second base. What about these 17, 18, 19 inning long games where you got your third baseman pitching, 56-mile-an-hour smokers,
It turns from a pitcher's match to a to a home run derby. I was not aware of that.
That's what I love that shit, man. Don't take that away from me.
Yeah, I gotta read into that. Right now, something caught my attention. It's called Steam Plus 2.15 signatures, and I'm guessing somebody made a signature tool. Try to share it with you, but for some reason it's not copy and pasting. And it's an add-on to Firefox and Chrome.
Ew. Yeah, I don't want that. What is it?
Yeah, it's just an add-on to, like, you basically save your, I guess, your signature in this little tool, and you just put in like a short code that I guess includes the signature that you created.
I'm just seeing your DM. I'm starting to get sidetracked. The
Me too. I think I'm gonna call it short, the hangout, but you know, me and you will stay on, because we only got one person watching, and
baby
yeah, the baby mama showing support.
Trying to get some juice in. You slipped up.
She's trying to get the drop on me. She's lurking. She's letting me know she's lurking.
He ain't streaming without me.
Oh man, yeah. Let me go ahead and call this episode. I mean, this stream, and then I'll be right back at you. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. We've just been hanging out. Just, maybe we'll get some more active people. Instead of just 15 people watching from afar, you get 15 people actively watching and engaging and, you know, giving me posts to read, and we can watch something interesting. But it's up to you guys. Thank you for watching and lurking, and everybody who has participated and stuff. And I mean, of course, these guys are gonna get Wangchange. They already have some, but you guys could have got some if you could just came in. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. It's enough for this stream. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. And if you're watching if you watch this whole video and you're like watching basically the replay, power to you. Respect, appreciate it. But it's just been a long hangout and nobody's really responded. So yeah, thank you for watching. Peace.